What's up, everyone? Nice to see you all again. Yeah, it's pretty late right now, but I'm here. Yeah, nighttime horse, bit of a night owl. I'm glad that you all decided to show up and watch me make a fool out of myself again. I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't really rehearse this. Like, I don't I don't know how long this stream's gonna be, because I mean the Wikipedia page is pretty fucking long, but I didn't really go through and see exactly how long it would be. So this is gonna be a surprise. This is gonna be an experience for us both. Oh, thank you. So the problem is, I've never studied Latin before, so I'm going to fuck this up. I mean, I was going to fuck it up anyway, but if I mispronounce things, then like, it's okay to call me out on it. Actually, I already know I'm gonna fuck it up, but I'll do my best for you guys. I promise. I'll give it my best shot. Yes, it's horse o'clock. It's not midnight. I actually, I forgot for some reason that midnight is a new day. So, thank you for the people who have pointed that out to me. They're like, aren't you gonna stream last night? I'm like, no, I actually meant Wednesday night, not Tuesday night. So that was a little oopsie on my part right there. Yes, I can't speak pig Latin, but perhaps horse Latin is a bit easier. Yes, it's a nice Wednesday night, middle of the work week. Some of you are probably really fucking tired, but let's do this, you know? Let's dive into this. Oh man, this is I don't know how this is about to go. But I gave my word that I would do my best, so yeah, you guys don't need sleep. Who needs sleep when you can get knowledge? Especially about horses, I mean. What's there not to learn about horses? I'm gonna give you an absurd amount of horse knowledge. You will be impressed. Undoubtedly impressed. No, you shouldn't milk a horse in general, not just a dead horse. Alright, let's go. It's time to read, guys. Who was the first horse? Maybe that's listed here, I don't know. Yes, this is all going to be on the test, by the way. This is, it's not multiple choice either. It's gonna be, it's all free response questions, and then there's an essay question at the end. This is also worth 90% of your grade. So yeah, I'm sorry for not warning you before today. Nah, you don't need to read it though. I'll read it for you. It's like it's an audiobook type of thing, you know? I will soothe you with my voice. I don't know. Look, today we're just learning some basic horse facts. How many credit hours is it? Maybe like 12 since it's a little past midnight now. The lowest passing score. That's not important because we don't aim for minimums around here. We're going for excellence, you know? We are excellent people. My army is excellent. You guys are excellent, so we're gonna do this excellently. You guys can have snacks, but please don't get crumbs all over my fucking carpet or I'll kill you. I mean, I don't have carpet in here, but if I did, I would be pissed off. I mean, I don't want to vacuum the floorboards. So don't do that to me. If you have to go to the bathroom, raise your hand, I guess. Raise your hand. I'll get to you if I get to you, but you might have to wait for a while because you know, I'm focused on the lesson at hand here. And let's see what else. Yeah, we're just gonna go into this now. Wait, why is everyone raising their hands? What is it? What do you guys want to know about my classroom? I don't care if you dropped your chips. Fucking fight whoever made you drop them. How many promotion points? Maybe like 3. I am your professor today, actually. You cannot use your phone in class. If you do, I'm going to break your wrist. I mean, correct you. Yes. You will receive correction for your behavior. Bathroom? No, stop. We just started. Sit down. Don't try to fucking leave my class. We haven't started yet. My favorite ice cream, carrots. Anyway, let's start this now. This is a lot. This is a lot to read. Come on. Come on. I mean, if you're watching this stream on your phone, I guess you can use your phone just this once. No horseplay in the classroom! Stop it! No horseplay. No horseplay in my fucking classroom. That motherfucker, don't you fucking do. What's a horse? Yes, let's get into that. Okay, so the horse, let's see if I can pronounce this. The Ferris Cabalus? Yeah, alright, let's go with that. Is a domesticated, one-toed, hoofed mammal. It belongs to the taxonomic family Equidae, I think, and is one of 2 extant subspecies of Equestrians. The horse has evolved over the past 45 to 55 million years from a multi-toed creature, so it used to have even more toes. That's amazing. Already fucking amazing. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Something about hippos. Into the large, single-toed animal of today. Humans began domesticating horses around 4000 BC. And their domestication is believed to have been widespread by 3000 BC. Stop talking about horse feet. No. I guess we got the genetic horse toe reduction surgery, I don't know. Horses in the subspecies Cabalus are domesticated, although some domesticated populations live in the wild as feral horses. What is a feral horse? Okay. I'm good. These feral populations are not true wild horses, and this term is used to describe horses that have not been domesticated, much like you guys in chat right now, apparently. There is an extensive specialized vocabulary used to describe equine-related concepts, covering everything from anatomy to life stages, size, color, markings, breeds, locomotion, and behavior. Look, we got through our first paragraph. This is great. We're making progress. No, you can't be a feral horse. Oh man, I'm not gonna domesticate you guys. Unless that's what my training counts as, I don't know. Yes, you can have a waiver, it's sick. Anyway, horses are adapted to run, allowing them to quickly escape predators. And possess an excellent sense of balance and a strong fight-or-flight response. Though around here, I only encourage the fight response, of course. Related to this need to flee from predators in the wild is an unusual trait. Horses are able to sleep both standing up and laying down, with younger horses tending to sleep significantly more than adults. Oh, what the fuck? Don't run away. Why can they sleep standing up? Rats are not horses, though. Female horses, called mares, carry their young for approximately 11 months, and a young horse, called a foal, can stand and run shortly following birth. Most domestic horses begin training under a saddle or in a harness between the ages of 2 and 4. Hey, that's you guys! They reach full adult development by age 5 and have an average lifespan of between 25 and 30 years, which is great, I think. Wait, I'm 120. It's fine. It's alright, don't worry about that. Don't worry about the details. No, I'm not old, okay? I can still fight, I'm good. Don't worry about it. Stop calling me old. Horse breeds are loosely divided into 3 categories based on general temperament: spirited hot bloods with speed and endurance, cold bloods such as draft horses, and some ponies suitable for slow, heavy work. That's fucking weird, but okay. And warm bloods, developed from crosses between hot bloods and cold bloods, often focusing on creating breeds for specific riding purposes, specifically in Europe, because I guess they fucking need it over there. There are more than 300 breeds of horse in the world today, developed for many different uses. There are no crip horses, just hot-blooded horse. Oh, come on now. I wonder, okay, what kind of horse are you guys? What category do you fall under? You gotta think about that. That's gonna be one of the free response questions today. Where do we find the anime horses? I'll reveal that information later, don't you worry about that. Horses and humans interact in a wide variety of sport-related competitions and non-competitive recreational pursuits, as well as in working activities such as police work, agriculture, entertainment, and therapy. Who needs a therapy horse, though? I mean, wait, I can be your therapy horse. Don't talk about the sport part. We don't worry about the sport part. I don't want to see my horses out there working themselves to death. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but the dudes, like, the police officers on horses kind of seem like assholes most of the time. They're kind of on their high horse. Yeah, who needs some therapy? I got you. This is therapy right now. I'm not gonna read about horse breeding. I hope that's not in here. I don't know what's in here. I haven't read this yet. Horses were historically used in warfare, from which a wide variety of riding and driving techniques developed, using many different styles of equipment and methods of control. Many products are derived from horses, including meat, milk, hide, hair, bone, and pharmaceuticals extracted from the urine of pregnant mares. Wait, what? No. What? Alright. I don't want to think about any of that too much. Also, hello. No horse milk, no horse glue, no horse meat. Please don't think about it. Humans provide domesticated horses with food, water, and shelter, as well as attention from specialists, such as veterinarians and farriers. Stop talking about horse meat, please. It's not important. Oh look, biology. We get to learn about the biology of the horse. Keep studying for the test, guys. Horse meat. I really should have gotten some water for this. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, man. Alright, depending... Yeah, we can learn. Hold on, give me a second. Depending on breed, management, and environment, the modern domestic horse has a life expectancy of 20 to 30 years. Hey, that showed up again. Maybe that's important for the test. Right? Yeah, that's how that usually works. Uncommonly, a few animals live into their 40s and occasionally beyond. Hey guys, that's me. That's me. I'm not old. See, it's an exception. I'm the exception, not the rule, don't you worry. The oldest verifiable record was Old Billy, a 19th century horse that lived to the age of 62. I guess they don't know about me. Alright. Yes, I'm exceptional. In modern times, Sugarpuff, who has been listed in the Guinness World Records as the oldest living pony, died in 2007 at age 56, which is great because we don't fuck with ponies around here. We're all horses. This is a horse-only zone. Alright? Yeah. I miss Old Billy. I miss Regardless of a horse or pony's actual birth date, for most competition purposes, a year is added to its age each January 1st each year in the Northern Hemisphere, and each August 1st in the southern hemisphere. The exception is in endurance riding, where the minimum age to compete is based on the animal's actual calendar age. If you get into a horse-related accident, please report it to your supervisor at once, I think. That's a bit concerning otherwise. I appreciate you guys raising your hand, by the way. It does make it easier to see the questions. Let's see. A horse of either sex less than 1 year old. Nursing foal is sometimes called a suckling. It's alright. And a fowl that has been weaned is called a weanling. Most domesticated fowls are weaned at 5 to 7 months of age, although fowls can be weaned at 4 months with no adverse physical effects. No fucking horse milk here. Don't worry about what if you're self-employed, we'll get you a supervisor at your soonest convenience. I suppose I'm your supervisor for now. A yearling is a horse of either sex that is between 1 and 2 years old. A colt is a male horse under the age of 4. A common terminology error is to call any young horse a colt, when the term is actually only referring to young male horses. Oh, I mean, we got any colts in the chat? Any colts in here? Stop talking about horse milk. We're not on horse milk no more. Oh, the stream's been great so far. Thank you, thank you. A filly is a female horse under the age of 4. A mare is a female horse 4 years and older. That's me, yeah. Now a stallion is a non-castrated male horse 4 years old and older. The term horse is sometimes used colloquially to refer specifically to the stallion, but stallions aren't any better than mares, guys. Don't you worry. Yeah. Can you make horse cheese out of horse milk? That's a good question. 5,000 horse-related accidents that happened within the last 2 months. The numbers are getting problematic. I promise that none of my horses are responsible for that. A gelding is a castrated male horse of any age. Yes, that could be you if you don't watch it. In horse racing, these definitions may differ. For example, in the British Isles, which we don't care about because we're American, thoroughbred horses racing defined colts and fillies as less than 5 years old. Again, irrelevant because we're American. However, Australian thoroughbred racing defines colts and fillies as less than 4 years old. Why are there so many horse-related accidents? I'm not going to count it. Size and measurement. By the way, guys, size doesn't matter when you're a horse unless you're a fucking pony. The height of horses is measured at the highest point of the withers, where the neck meets the back. Somewhere back here, yeah. This point is used because it is a stable point of the anatomy, unlike the head or neck, which move up and down in relation to the body of the horse. Horse sizes. I'm 5'9". Thank you for asking. The British. No, we don't put any British related questions on the test. Only American questions on this American test. Can you make horse from horse meat? Maybe if you like artistically stack it together. I don't know. In English-speaking countries, the height of horses is often stated in units of hands, which is weird because we have hoofs. And inches. 1 hand is equal to 4 inches. And there's a... Don't worry about the unit in there. We're only talking about inches right now. The height is expressed as the number of full hands, followed by a point, then the number of additional inches, and ending with the abbreviation H or HH. Hands high. Come on, put your hand. Hands up. How many hands do I have? 2. 2 hands. At least 2. Thus, a horse described as 15.2H is 15 hands plus 2 inches for a total of 62 inches in height. Probably taller than some of you, actually. There is a horse homunculus. I cannot talk about it too much though. Don't worry about that. How many feet do I have? 4. 4 since I'm a horse. What is considered horse cheese? I don't know what's considered horse cheese. I'm not an old horse. Old tall horse hag. Okay, alright. Y'all picking a fight in here. The size of horses varies by breed, but is also influenced by nutrition. Light riding horses usually range in height from 15 to 16 hands, and can weigh from 380 to 550 kilograms. Larger riding horses usually start at about 15.2, and are often as tall as 17 hands, weighing from 500 to 600 kilograms. Heavy or draft horses are usually about 16 hands, and can be as tall as 18 hands. They can weigh from about 700 to 1,000 kilograms. I have hoofs. Of course, I'm a horse. What kind of question is that? And, but it had to be- wait. What? Yes, I'll talk to you even if I'm looking down at you, okay? You can have a little pat on your head, too. You can get- I mean, whatever helps you get through training, right? What do I think about donkeys? Donkeys are okay. I fuck with donkeys, they're cool. Are you in my heavyweight? Well, you don't want to find that out because you're probably about to die if you do. Which historical US military horse is my favorite? Probably Sergeant Reckless. And yes, wait, do I have 4 toes? No, horses are one-toed mammals. We just went over that. Ponies. This section's not very important, but I guess I'll read it. Ponies are taxonomically the same animals as horses, but they're not actually the same. Don't believe that shit. They're like horse midgets. They're horse midgets. I don't know how to feel about ponies, honestly. It really fucks me up thinking about their existence. The distinction between a horse and a pony is commonly drawn on the basis of height, especially for competition purposes. However, height alone is not dispositive. The difference between horses and pony may also include aspects of phenotype, including conformation and temperament. They're probably angry. Little horselets. Oh my gosh. Is my cutie mark just a gunshot wound? I don't know. Don't worry about that. Oh man, my throat's getting dry. I got this, I got this, I got this. The traditional standard for height of a horse or a pony at maturity is 14.2 hands. An animal over 14.2 h or over is usually considered to be a horse, and one less than 14.2, a pony. But there are many exceptions to the traditional standard. In Australia, not America, ponies are considered to be those under 15 hands. For competition in the Western Division of the Eastern United States Equestrian Foundation, important information by the way, because it's American, the cutoff is 14.1 hands. The International Federation for Equestrian Sports, the world governing body for horse sport, uses metric measurements and defines a pony as being any horse measuring less than 148, okay, we don't care about centimeters, 58.27 inches at the withers without shoes, which is just over 14.2 h, and 58.66 inches, or just over 14.2 and a half hands with shoes. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, we got this. I don't like reading about ponies though. Ponies often exhibit thicker manes, tails, and overall coat. They also have proportionally shorter legs, wider barrels, heavier bones, shorter and thicker necks, and short heads with broad foreheads. They may have calmer temper- I'm not a fucking pony. I'm not a pony, okay? I'm not a pony. Yeah, metrics in the military, I only care about the American metrics. I don't- Shut up, just shut up right now. They have calmer temperaments than horses. I'm calm. Yes, I'm calm right now. Also, a high level of intelligence that may or may not be used to cooperate with human handlers. Small size by itself is not an exclusive detriment. For example, the Shetland pony, which averages 10 hands, is considered a pony. Yeah, no shit, right? Conversely, breeds such as the Falabella and other miniature horses, which can be no taller than 30 inches, are classified by the registries as very small horses, not ponies. I'm an American stallion. Pony genocide begins soon. Don't worry about it. I'll schedule that soon. Genetics. Horses have 64 chromosomes. The horse genome was sequenced in 2007. It contains 2.7 billion DNA base pairs, which is larger than a dog genome, but smaller than the human genome, or the bovine genome. This map is available to researchers. I promise I have a lot of chromosomes. Don't bully me. Please don't sequence me, you might not like what you find. Look, I don't have a problem with short people, I just don't fuck with ponies. You can be a small horse, don't worry. I love Christmas, the holidays are nice. Oh, colors and markings, let's go, let's go. Yeah, you can borrow a chromosome, I got you, buddy. Horses exhibit a diverse array of coat colors and distinctive markings, described by a specialized vocabulary. Often a horse is classified first by its coat color before breed or sex. Horses of the same color may be distinguished from one another by white markings, which, along with various spotting patterns, are inherited separately from coat color. I got mine from my father, because my mom is apparently a human. Many genes that create horse coat colors and patterns have been identified. Currently, genetic tests can identify at least 13 different alleles, with influencing different coat color. Is the white horse better? I'm not allowed to answer that question, but no. And research continues to discover new linked to specific trait. We're gonna gloss over that. The love between a woman and their horse. We don't talk about that. The basic coat colors of chestnut and black are determined by the gene of the melanocortin-1 receptor, also known as the extension gene, or red factor, as its recessive form is red, chestnut, and its dominant form is black. Additional genes control suppression of black color to white coloration that results in a base spotting patterns such as pinto or leopard, dilution genes such as palomino or dun, as well as graying, and all the other factors that may create the many possible horse colors found in horses. I'm not suppressing my black color. Don't worry about that. Horses that have a white coat color are often mislabeled. Oh, they're misunderstood. That's a shame. Don't worry about how a horse bred with a human. I don't teach that in my class. Oh shit. A horse that usually looks white is usually middle-aged or older gray. Grays are often born as shade, darker shade, get lighter as they age, but usually keep black skin underneath their white coat, with the exception of pink skin under white markings. No, horses that have black skin cannot say the gamer word. The only horses properly called white are born with a predominantly white hair, coat, and pink skin, a fairly rare occurrence. Oh, I've never seen such a horse in my days. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Oh, shit. Different and unrelated genetic factors can produce white coat colors in horses, including several different alleles of dominant white and the Sabino1 gene. However, there are no albino horses defined as having both pink skin and red eyes. Because that's nightmare fuel, chat. That's nightmare fuel. Don't worry about albino horses. Do I really have to read Reproduction? Do you guys really want to hear about horse reproduction? Okay. Gestation lasts approximately 340 days, with the average range of 320 to 370 days, and usually results in one fall. Twins are rare. Twin horses are fucking rare. Don't. Fine, I'm reading. Horses are a precocial species. I know about this one. And falls are capable of standing and running within a short time following birth. Owls are usually born in the spring. I don't know why specifically the spring, but I guess in the spring. The estrous cycle of a mare occurs roughly every 19 to 20 days and occurs from early spring into autumn. I don't know what the leaf period is like if a horse gets pregnant in the military. I can't answer that question. Most mares enter an estrous period during the winter and thus do not cycle in this period. Balls are generally weaned from their mothers about 4 and 6 years. Mesh mating season. I can't. Don't ask questions about me. This is about horses and okay, let me calm down. Okay. What the fuck is that? What was that picture? What is that? Horses, particularly colts, are sometimes physically capable of reproduction at about 18 months, but domesticated horses are rarely allowed to breed before the age of 3, especially females. Horses 4 years old are considered mature, although the skeleton normally continues to develop until the age of 6. Maturation also depends on the horse's size, breed, sex, and quality of care. Larger horses have larger bones, therefore not only do the bones take longer to form bone tissue, but the plates are larger and take longer to convert cartilage to bone. I do have large horse bones, yes sir. Yes, larger horses have larger bones. That's gonna be on the test, by the way. Still a free response question, though. These plates convert after the other parts of the bone and are crucial to development. Depending on maturity, breed, and work expected, horses are usually put under saddle and trained to be ridden between ages 2 and 4. Again, that's you guys. Although thoroughbred horses are put on the track as young as the age of 2 in some countries, because their bones and muscles are not solidly developed. Wait, oh shit, I skipped a line. Horses specifically bred for sports such as dressage are not generally put under the saddle until they are about 3 or 4 years old, because their bones are not solidly developed. No, I have never been ridden before. I don't need to be ridden. I'm my own rider in life, you know? For endurance riding competition, horses are not deemed mature enough to compete until they are a full 60 calendar months. 5 years old. I don't understand how a horse can breed before they are mature enough to compete. That's kind of weird. That's a little strange. That's a little abnormal. That's downright unusual. Oh hey, the skeleton assistant of the horse. I am a workhorse. Yes, I'm a very hard-working horse. I pay the bills in the stable, don't you worry. The horse skeleton averages 205 bones. I don't know why it's an average. Maybe there's an extra or one away every so often. A significant difference between the horse structure and that of a human is the lack of a collarbone. That's kind of concerning, actually. The horse's forelimbs are attached to the spinal column by a powerful set of muscles, tendons, ligaments that attach to the shoulder blade to the torso. Damn, that's crazy. That's kind of wild. No, this is perfectly normal. If you don't see your horses like this, I mean, what are you doing with your life? Hello. The horse's forelegs and hooves are also unique structures. Their leg bones are proportioned differently from those of a human. Oh shit, really? That's crazy. That's crazy. For example, the body part that is called a horse's knee is actually made up of carpal bones that correspond to the human's wrist. Oh. Do I? Wait, what? What? Okay. Similarly, the hawk contains bones equivalent to those in the human ankle and heel. The lower leg bones of a horse correspond to the bones of the human hand or foot, and the fetlock, incorrectly called the ankle, is actually the proximal sesamoid bones between the cannon bones, a single equivalent to the human metacarpal or metatarsal bones, and the proximal phalange is located where one finds the knuckles of the human. Yes, no horse. Yes, you can have a horse skeleton. You cannot have my X-ray. I feel like it would reveal a lot of very, very concerning secrets based on what I've just read, honestly. A horse also has no muscles in its leg below the knees and hocks, only skin, hair, bones, tendons, ligaments, cartilage, and the assorted specialized tissues that make up the hoof. You cannot have my skeleton. Also, if I die, you're not allowed to taxidermy me. I'm the one teaching you guys here. You gotta show some respect to your teacher. You can't be asking reckless ass questions like this. How does the meat taste? Well, I wouldn't fucking know. I'm not a cannibal. I'm not gonna be eating horses out here. I may or may not have a collarbone. That's a very good question, actually. Oh, this is a very weird picture. Okay, alright. Hoofs. The critical importance of the feet and legs is summed up by the traditional adage, no foot, no horse. No shoes, no servant. Ooh. The horse hoof begins with the distal phalanges, and the equivalent of the human fingertip or tip of the toe, surrounded by cartilage and other specialized blood-rich soft tissues, such as the lamina. The exterior hoof wall and horn of the sole is made of keratin. The same material as a human fingernail. The end result is that of a horse, weighing on average 500 kilograms. It travels on the same bones as humans would on a tip. What? Horses be tiptoeing? Also, yes, horseshoes are welcome around here. I do not have my own farrier, no. Yes, it is a very beautiful horse picture. I would totally frame that on my fridge, you know? Stable fridge. You guys want to grab some energy drinks from the fridge after this in the break room, there's gonna be this picture up on the wall. I wash myself with, I don't know, I just stand out in the rain for a bit. Yes, I'm a very sneaky horse. I'm always tiptoeing. But I tiptoe very quickly. Very, very quickly. For the protection of the hoof under certain conditions, some horses have horseshoes placed on their feet by a professional farrier, or they learn how to tie their shoes from a young age and don't need that shit. The hoof continuously grows, and in domesticated horses needs to be trimmed. The hoof... Wait, what? And the horseshoes reset if used every 5 to 8 weeks, though the hoofs of the horse in the wild wear down and regrow at a rate suitable for their terrain. Of course. Domesticated horses have it rough. Luckily, I'm not. Wait, okay, yes, I can't answer if I'm a domesticated horse or not. I have my wild moments. We all do. Take care of your horse's feet. I mean, hoofs. Yes. Don't... Are we back? We're back. Welcome back. Are we back? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Alright, perfect. I guess because I started talking about grazing, I don't know. No horses have been harmed in the making of this footage. No humans are being eaten. Don't worry, I'm not stepping on anyone. Anyways. Yes, don't worry about my military Wi-Fi, okay? It's probably going under a lot at these hours. Horses are adapted to grazing, yes. In an adult horse, there are 12 incisors at the front of the mouth adapted to biting off the grass or vegetation. There are 24 teeth adapted for chewing, the premolars and molars at the back of the mouth. Stallions and geldings have 4 additional teeth just behind the incisors, a type of canine teeth known as tushes. I don't know why. My favorite type of grass? Organic, actually. Organic grass. Some horses, both male and female, also develop one to four very small vestigial teeth in front of the molars known as wolf teeth. Kinda weird since we're horses. Which are generally removed because they can interfere with the bit. Alright, I mean, werewolf horse moment, I guess. There is an empty interdental space between the incisors and the molars, where the bit rests directly on the gums, or the bars of the horse's mouth when the horse is brittle. How cute, how cute. An estimate of a horse's age can be made from looking at its teeth. Please don't look at mine too closely, though. The teeth continue to erupt throughout life and are worn down by grazing. Therefore, the incisors show changes as the horse ages. They develop a distinct wear pattern, changes in tooth shape, and changes in the angle at which the chewing surfaces meet. This allows a very rough estimate of a horse's age, although diet and veterinary care can also affect the rate of tooth wear. Horses are not... Actually, I've seen videos of horses eating, birds and stuff, though. Just don't stand in the way and don't look too delicious, I suppose. No, you can't see my smile. Don't look at me. Oh, y'all are being nice. Digestion. Horses are herbivores with a digestive system adapted to a forage diet of grasses and other plant material, consumed steadily throughout the day. Therefore, compared to humans, they have a relatively small stomach but very long intestines to facilitate a steady flow of nutrients. I am a gift horse, yes. A 450 kilogram horse will eat 7 to 11 kilograms of food per day under normal use. Drink 38 to 45 liters. Oh, by the way, be sure to drink at least a gallon of water every day. Of water. Horses are not ruminants. They only have one stomach, like humans, but unlike humans, they utilize cellulose, a major component of grass. I hope you guys don't have trouble digesting your grass. Yeah, it is kind of a load of hay, I will say. Horses are hindgut fermenters. Cellulose fermentation by symbiotic bacteria occurs in the or water gut, which food goes through before reaching the large intestine. Horses cannot vomit, so they probably shouldn't drink too much alcohol. So digestion problems can quickly cause, a leading cause of death. Also alcohol. Don't give your horses alcohol. Don't give your horses alcohol. Horses do not have a gallbladder, however they seem to tolerate high amounts of fat in their diet, despite the lack of a gallbladder. Also, no mare milk. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Why the fuck is this page so long? I'm doing my best. Shit. The senses. The horse's senses are based on their status as prey animals, where they must be aware of their surroundings at all times. I'm watching all of you, by the way. You best believe it. I'm watching all of you. They have the largest eyes of any land mammal and are lateral-eyed, meaning that their eyes are positioned to the sides of their head. This means that horses have a range of vision more than 350 degrees, and with approximately 65 of this being binocular vision, the remaining 285 monocular vision. Horses have excellent day and night vision. They have two-color or dichromatic vision. Their color vision is somewhat like red-green color blindness. I cannot work with wires then. That is unfortunate, honestly. That is very sad. In humans, where certain colors, especially red and Christmas is gonna be depressing this shit. Ooh. Especially red and related colors appears the shade of green. Yes, I'm watching you all, so don't sneak out of the stables at night, 'cause I'm watching. I can see your every movement. I can see what you're doing. Don't sneak away. I'm watching. Their sense of smell, while much better than that of humans, is not quite as good as that of a dog. It is believed to play a key role in their social interactions with horses, as well as detecting other key scents in the environment. Horses have two olfactory centers. The first system is in the nostrils and nasal cavity, which analyze a wide range of odors. The second, located under the nasal cavity, are the Mormorosal organs, or the Jacobson's organs. They have a separate nerve pathway to the brain and appear to primarily analyze pheromone. I can see you all with my horse eyes. Just don't type in green. I don't want to see no green around here. I guess I only see green though. And red. Green, red. Yeah. A horse's hearing is phenomenal. Of course it is. Look at these ears. I mean, look at them. Look at them. Look at them. And the pinna of each ear can rotate up to 180 degrees. Giving the potential for 360-degree hearing without having to move the head. That's right, fuckers. I can hear you very well. Noise impacts the behavior of horses, and certain kinds of noise may contribute to stress. A 213 study in the UK indicated that stable horses were calmest in a quiet setting, or if listening to country or classical music, but displayed signs of nervousness when listening to jazz or rock music. That's one of my weaknesses, apparently. I have 2 ears. Just 2, because I'm a horse. We're not analyzing pheromones today. My favorite music is, the patriotic shit, of course. Yes, saddle up, saddle up. Alright, this study also recommended keeping music under a volume of 21 decibels. An Australian study found that stabled racehorses listening to talk radio had a higher rate of gastric ulcers than horses listening to music. And racehorses stabled where a radio was played had an overall higher rate of ulceration than horses stabled where there was no radio playing. So please, don't play the radio around your horses. This is fucking weird. I don't know who sat down and decided to study this. I do not appreciate the jazz, though. Just play some classical music. We only play classical in these stables. Horses have a great sense of balance, due partly to their ability to feel their footing, and partly due to highly developed proprioception, the unconsciousness of where the body and limbs are at all times. A horse's sense of touch is well developed. The most sensitive areas are around the eyes, ears, and nose. Horses are able to sense contact as subtle as an insect landing anywhere on their body, so don't fucking touch me. Don't you fucking touch me. Horses have an advanced sense of taste, which allows them to sort through fodder and choose what they would like to eat. That's great. That's great. That's important. That's important. And their prehensile lips can easily sort even the smallest grain. I guess I'm a picky eater guy. But that's okay. I accept all carrots nonetheless. Horses are many emotions. Horses generally will not eat poisonous plants. However, there are exceptions. Horses will occasionally eat toxic amounts of poisonous plants, even when there is adequate healthy food. So I guess sometimes I just can't stand it. Or, you know, sometimes those poisonous plants just be looking mighty delicious. All horses move naturally with 4 basic gaits. The 4-beat walk, which averages 6.4 kilometers per hour. The 2-beat trot or jog at 13 to 19. The canter or lope, a 3-beat gait that is 19 to 24. The gallop, which averages 40 to 48 kilometers per hour. But the world record for a galloping horse over a short sprint distance is 70.76 kilometers per hour. I cannot beatbox, no. I don't know, maybe the first motion picture in the world was of a horse. That would make sense to me. Besides these basic gaits, some horses perform a 2-beat pace instead of the trot. There are also several 4-beat ambling gaits that are approximately the speed of a trot or a pace, though smoother to ride. These include the lateral rack, running walk, and tall as the diagonal fox. Why do these sound like fucking dance moves? I feel like I'm missing something here. Would you guys challenge a horse to a dance-off? I'm curious. Very curious. You think I have what it takes? I don't think so. My galloping speed is fast enough to catch up to your ass when you try to run away. Stop trying to escape the stables. I can catch you. Ambling gaits are often genetic, and some breeds known collectively as gaited horses. These horses replace the trot with one of the ambling gaits. Very majestic, very nice. Is my rack lateral? Wouldn't you like to know? I'll teach you guys all the moves though, don't you worry. Behavior. Right now I'm feeling very happy, not aggressive in the slightest. Not at all. Horses are prey animals. No, they're not. I'm a predator. Anyway, with a strong fight or flight response, again, fight only around here, and their first reaction to a threat is to startle and usually flee, unless they're armed with a gun, like me. Although they will stand their ground and defend themselves when flight is impossible, or if the young are threatened. You guys are my young, by the way. I will protect you. Don't worry. I'm what kind of predator? I mean, I'm expected to fight, right? So I gotta be able to hunt a little bit. A little bit. Just a little. Just a little. How hard can I kick? Do you really want to know? They also tend to be curious. When startled, they will often hesitate an instant to ascertain the cause of their fright, and may not always flee from something that they perceive as non-threatening. Most light horse riding breeds are developed for speed, agility, alertness, and endurance, natural qualities that extend from their wild horse ancestors. However, through selective breeding, some horses are actually quite docile, particularly certain draft horses. I'm not that docile, don't worry. I will kill you, if I have to. But not you guys, though. You guys are all on my side. Horses are herd animals, with a clear hierarchy of rank, which is important because rank structure, you know, be mindful of it. Led by a dominant individual, usually a mare. Hey, that's me. They are also social creatures that are able to form companionship attachment to their own species and to other animals, including humans. They communicate in various ways, including vocalization such as nickering or whinnying, mutual grooming, and body language. Many horses will become difficult to manage if they are isolated, but with training, horses can learn to accept a human as a companion, and thus will become comfortable away from other horses. Oh my goodness. However, when confined with insufficient companionship, exercise, or stimulation, individuals may develop stable vices, an assortment of bad habits, mostly stereotypies of physiological origin that include wood chewing, wall kicking, weaving, and other problems. Don't neglect your horses, guy. And don't do it. Yes, stimulation, violence, it's great. We're fine, everything's fine. Studies have indicated that horses perform a number of cognitive tasks on a daily basis, meeting mental challenges that include food procurement, and identification of individuals within a social system. They also have good spatial discrimination abilities, which is good when you're aiming at someone. They are naturally curious and apt to investigate things that they have not seen before. Horses, no oriental horses? I don't know about that. Studies have assessed equine intelligence in areas such as problem solving, speed of learning, and memory. Horses excel at simple learning, but are also able to use advanced cognitive abilities that involve categorization and concept learning. They can learn using habitization, desensitization, classic conditioning, and operant conditioning, and positive and negative reinforcement. I will feed you guys oats if you behave well. That is a fact. And don't worry about it. One study has indicated that horses can differentiate between more or less if the quantity involved is less than 4. That's not going to help me here. Unfortunately not, but you have to trust that I'm pretty smart. I do have very advanced cognitive abilities, despite my inability to read this simple fucking Wikipedia page. I'm not gonna brainwash you though. No. Domesticated horses may face greater mental challenges than wild horses. I definitely feel like I am right now, because they live in artificial environments that prevent instinctive behavior, whilst also learning tasks that are not natural. Yeah, it's like a coping mechanism. Horses are animals of habit that respond well to regimentation, and respond best when the same routines and techniques are used consistently. That's how I have stuck with the military for so long. I'm not gonna brainwash. One trainer believes that intelligent horses are reflections of intelligent trainers who effectively use response conditioning techniques and positive reinforcement to train in the style that fits best with an individual's animal and natural inclination. Jesus. Oh, okay. I will intelligently train you guys. Don't worry, I'm a good trainer. I got you. We're gonna learn through this together. We got. I'm doing my best to train you all. Let's see. Temperament. Here we go. Horses are mammals and are often and are as such warm-blooded or endothermic creatures as opposed to cold-blooded oikothermic animals. These words have developed a separate meaning in the context of equine terminology used to describe temperament, not body temperature. For example, the hot bloods, such as many racehorses, exhibit more sensitivity and energy, while the cold-blooded, mostly draft horses, are quieter and calmer. Sometimes hot-blooded are classified as light horses or riding horses, with cold-blooded classified as draft horses or work horses. I'm a very intense hot-blooded horse. That's true. I do not have a trainer, nor do I want one, because I'm the one training you guys. Keep that in mind. This is still on the test. Hot-blooded breeds include Oriental horses, such as the Equestrian, Arabian horse Barv, and now extinct Turkoman horse, as well as the Thoroughbred, a breed developed in England from the older Oriental breeds that is actually not made out of bread, as I recently learned. I am a draft horse. That is true. I'm not very good at racing compared to, work. Hot-bloods tend to be spirited, bold, and learn quickly. They are bred for agility and speed. They tend to be physically refined, yes. Thin-skinned, slim, and long-legged. Very sexy horses, that's for sure. The original Oriental breeds were brought to Europe from the Middle East and North Africa, where European breeders wished to infuse these traits into racing and light cavalry horses. That's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. Leave it to the Europeans to be a little bit fucking weird. Yeah, I'm pretty powerful. Don't you worry. Muscular, heavy draft horses, like me, are known as cold-bloods, as they are bred not only for strength, but also tend to have the calm, patient temperament needed to pull a plow or a heavy carriage full of people. They are sometimes nicknamed gentle giants. Well-known draft breeds include the Belgian and Clydesdale. Some, like the Persian, are lighter and lighter, developed to pull carriages or to plow fields in drier climates. Others, such as the Shire, are slower and more powerful, bred to plow fields with heavy clay-based soils. The cold-blooded group also includes some pony breeds. Of course it fucking includes some pony breeds. Don't worry about the plowing part. We're not bringing our horses to the fields. That is not on the test. Don't worry about the fields. Warm-blooded breeds such as the Trakehner or Hanoverian, developed when European carriage and war horses were crossed with Arabian or thoroughbreds, produced a riding horse with more refinement than the draft horse, but greater size and milder temperament than the lighter breed. Certain pony breeds with warm blood characteristics have developed for smaller riders. Have been developed. Oh, alright. Warm bloods are considered a light horse or riding horse. Cold-blooded flower does not sound very right, so I'm not going to call myself that. Today, the term warm-blooded refers to a specific subset of sport horse breeds that are used for competition in dressage and show jumping. Strictly speaking, the term warm blood refers to any cross between cold blood and hot-blooded breeds. Examples include breeds such as the Irish Draught or the Cleveland Bay. The term was once used to refer to breeds of light riding horses other than thoroughbreds or Arabians, such as the Morgan horse. Yes, the manlet horses are back. Sleep patterns. Oh wow, that's perfect since we're up so late. Horses are able to sleep both standing up and lying down. In an adaptation from life in the wild, horses are able to enter light sleep by using a stay apparatus in their legs, allowing them to doze without collapsing. Very great if you're trying to catch a quick nap in formation, by the way. Horses sleep better when in groups because some animals will sleep while standing guard to watch for predators. You know, because not all horses are predators, actually. Some of us are very gentle creatures that are misunderstood. A horse kept alone will not sleep well because its instincts are to keep a constant eye out for danger. Yes, they lock their legs in place in formation and they may pass out. Very dangerous. Don't do that, by the way. Don't lock your knees. Don't do that. Unlike humans, horses do not sleep in a solid, unbroken period of time, but take many short periods of rest. Horses spend 4 to 15 hours a day in standing rest, and a few minutes to several lying down. Total sleep time in a 24-hour period may range from several minutes to a couple hours, because you always have to be ready for duty at a moment's notice. Mostly in short intervals, about 15 minutes each. The average sleep time of a domestic horse is said to be about 2.9 hours per day, which is why I get so much work done. Yes, horses dream. We're very ambitious creatures. Horses must lie down to reach REM sleep. They only have to lie down for about an hour to 2 hours every few days to meet their minimal REM requirements. However, if a horse is never allowed to lie down, after several days it will become sleep deprived, and in rare cases may suddenly collapse as it involuntarily slips into REM sleep while sleeping. The condition differs from narcolepsy, although horses also may suffer from that disorder. Well, the more you know. I hope we don't have any narcoleptic horses in the chat. Alright, taxonomy and evolution. Holy fuck, how much more is there? The horse adapted to survive in areas of wide open terrain with sparse vegetation, surviving in an ecosystem where other large grazing animals, such as ruminants, could not. Horses and other equids are odd-toed ungulates, an order Perissodactyla, a group of mammals that was dominant during the Tertiary period. In the past, this order contained 14 families, but only 3 equidae, the horse and related species, Tapiridae, and Rhinoceros. I did not know that they were related. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. I guess we have some cousins out there. The earliest known member of the family Equidae was the I cannot read that. I cannot fucking read that. Do not expect me to read that. Which lived between 45 to 55 million years ago, during the Eocene period. It had 4 toes on each front foot, 3 toes on each back foot. The extra toe on the front feet soon disappeared. I don't know why it was there in the first place, quite honestly. I only have 1 toe. We covered this in the beginning. You guys gotta stay sharp. Stay with me here. Over time, the extra side toes shrank in size until they vanished. I guess they were pretty useless after all. Who would have fucking thought? All that remains in them in modern horses is a set of small vestigial bones on the leg below the knee, known informally as splint bones. Their legs also lengthened as their toes disappeared until they were hoofed animal capable of running at great speeds. I have 5 fingers, I only have 1 toe. Good to know, right? Good to know. Equid teeth also evolved from browsing on soft tropical plants to adapt to browsing of drier plant material, then to grazing of tougher plain grasses. Thus, proto-horses, the prototype of experiment horses, I suppose, changed from leaf-eating forest dwellers to grass-eating inhabitants of semi-arid regions worldwide, including the steppes of Eurasia and the Great Plains of North America. How high can I count? At least to 5. At least to 5. By 15,000 years ago, Equestrian was a widespread Holarctic species. Horse bones from this time period, the late Pleistocene, are found in Europe. It's getting harder to breathe. That's crazy. Eurasia, Thuringia, and North America. Yeah, between 10,000 to 67,600 years ago, the horse became extinct in North America and rare elsewhere. The reasons for this extinction are not fully known, but one theory notes that extinction in North America paralleled human arrival. That's a really fucking weird coincidence, isn't it? Really makes you think. Another theory points to climate change, noting that approximately 12,500 years ago, grass characteristic of the steppe ecosystem gave way to shrub tundra, which was covered with unpalatable plants. Also, we don't take breaks around here. We're not weak. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. I'm strong. I'm built different. I got that. A truly wild horse is a species or subspecies with no ancestors that were ever domesticated. Therefore, most wild horses today are actually feral horses.
Animals that escaped or were turned loose from domestic herds are the descendants of those animals. Only two wild subspecies, the tarpon and Przewalski horses, survived in recorded history, and only the latter species survives today. So it seems there's still some horses out there roaming around. It's up to you to find them, though. I mean, look at them, they're fucking adorable. That horse is named after the Russian explorer, Nikolai Przewalski. Oh shit, Russian. It's a rare Asian animal, and is known as the Mongolian wild horse. Mongolian people known as the Taki. What the fuck? What in the actual fuck are these? The subspecies was presumed extinct in the wild between 1969 and 1992, while a small breeding population survived in zoos around the world. In 1992, it was re-established in the wild by the conservation efforts of numerous zoos today. Some of you maybe belong in there. Oh shit, wait. The question of whether Przewalski's horses was ever domesticated was challenged in 2018 when DNA studies of horses at the Botoi culture site revealed captured animals with DNA markers of an ancestor of the horse. The study concluded that the Botoi animals have been an independent domestication attempt involving different wild population from all the other domestic horses out there. However, the question of all these horses descend from domesticated population is unresolved. It's only one of 7 of them in the study shared this ancestry. What husbandry section? Is there something like that? What? I don't even... Yes, I'm fucking dying right now. But I'll keep going. We're tough. I'm gonna set a good example for you guys. The tarpon, or European wild horse, Equus ferus, was found in Europe and much of Asia. It survived into the historical era, but became extinct in 1909, when the last captive died in a Russian zoo. Horse war prisoner? I don't know. Thus the genetic line was lost. Attempts have been made to recreate it, which resulted in horses with outward physical similarities, but nonetheless descended from domesticated ancestors and not true wild horses. Periodically, populations of horses in isolated areas have speculated to be the relict population of wild horses, but generally have been proven to be feral or domestic. For example, the Rawatch horse of Tibet was proposed as such, but testing did not reveal genetic differences from domestic horses. Similarly, the Seraria of Portugal was proposed as a direct descendant of the tarpon, on the basis of shared characteristics, but genetic studies have shown that the Seraria is more closely related to other horse breeds, and the outward similarity is an unreliable measure of relatedness. Yeah, we're learning. This is definitely a lot of knowledge. Other modern equids. Beside the horse, there are 6 other species of genus Equus in the Equidae family. These are the ass or the donkey. Whoa. Equus asinus, the mountain zebra. Equus zebra, plain zebra. Equus quagga, every zebra. Equus greavy, the Equus. No, you cannot take a nap in class. Horses can crossbreed with other members of their genus. The most common hybrid is that of the mule, cross between a jack male donkey and a mare. A related hybrid is the hinny. It's a cross between a stallion and a jenny, a female donkey. Other hybrids include the zorse, a cross between a zebra and a zorse. That's fucking demonic, please don't do that. I think zebras are pretty cool, don't worry about it. With rare exceptions, most hybrids are sterile and cannot reproduce. Yes, the henny is out there somewhere. Don't worry, I don't need to pause. I can do this. I don't think we have too much more to go. Don't worry about this on the side. It's a good sign. No, I like zebras. Zebras are cool. I have zebra friends, I promise. I have zebra friends. Domestication. Domestication of the horse most likely took place in Central Asia around 3,500 BC, my bad. 2 major sources of information are used to determine where and when the horse was first domesticated, and how the domesticated horse spread throughout the world. The first source is based on paleological and archaeological discoveries. The second source is compared of DNA obtained from modern horses to that from bones and teeth of ancient horse remains. The earliest archaeological evidence for the domestication of the horse comes from sites in Ukraine and Kazakhstan, dating from 4000 to 3500 BC. By 3000 BC, the horse was completely domesticated, and by 2000 BC, there was a sharp increase in the number of horse bones found in horse litter. Why are the horses dying? Why the fuck are the horses dying? Horses are eternal. They'll always live in your hearts, even if they die. Please keep that in mind. Let's see. The most recent but most irrefutable evidence of domestication came from sites where horse remains were interred with chariots and graves of these two cultures, apparently. Very interesting. 200. I don't need water, okay? I don't need water. I don't need water. I told you, you cannot lead. Wait. You can lead the horse to water, but you're not gonna make me drink, damn it. I don't need no damn water. I don't need water. Yeah, you guys can have the zebra card. Permission granted. 2021 genetic studies suggested that most of modern domestic horses descend from the lower Volga-Don region. Ancient horse genomes indicate that these populations influence almost all local populations as they expanded rapidly throughout Eurasia, beginning about 4,200 years ago. It also shows that certain adaptations were strongly selected due to riding, and that equestrian material. That's not even a hard word to read, why am I? Including since spaceship people spoke-wheeled chariots, spread with the horse itself. I could pull a chariot, probably, maybe one or two, at the same time. Depends on how many people we talking. I would rather do that than try to race, that's for sure. Domestication is also studied by using the genetic material of present-day horses and comparing it with the genetic material present in the bones and teeth of horses' remains found in archaeological and paleological excavation sites. The variation in the genetic material shows that very few wild stallions contributed to the domestic— Wait, what? Alright, so basically the wild horses ain't fucking the domesticated horses. These horses have high standards, that's important, guys. Yeah, selective breeding apparently. I don't know, maybe it would have fucked things up. While many mares were passed along the paternal or sire line, Y chromosome, versus that passed on along the maternal or mitochondrial DNA. There are very low levels of Y chromosome variability, but a great deal of genetic variation in mitochondrial DNA. Yes, of course. I guess a few Chad stallions were able. You know what? I'm not gonna go there. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to. Nah, I'm not gonna worry about that. There's also regional variation in mitochondrial DNA due to the inclusion of wild mares in domestic herds. Another characteristic of domestication is an increase in coat color variation. In horses, this increased dramatically between 5000 and 3000 BC. Before the availability of DNA techniques to resolve the questions related to the domestication of the horse, various hypotheses were proposed. One classification was based on body types and conformation. Another suggesting of 4 basic prototypes that had adapted to their environment prior to domestication. Another hypothesis held that 4 prototypes originally— single wild species and all different body types were the result of selective breeding after domestication. However, the lack of detectable substructure in the horse has resulted in the rejection of both hypotheses. Feral populations. This is great. You guys seem pretty interested in the feral horses out there. Feral horses are born and live in the wild, but are descended from domesticated animals. Many populations of feral horses exist throughout the world. Studies of feral herds have provided useful insight into the behavior of prehistoric horses, as well as a greater understanding of the instincts and behaviors that drive horses that live in domesticated conditions. There are semi-feral horses in many parts of the world, such as Dartmoor and the New Forest in the UK, where these horses are all privately owned but live for significant periods of time in the wild conditions and on undeveloped, often public lands. Owners of such horses often pay a fee for grazing rights. I am not a feral horse. I am very calm, very much ready for battle. Don't you worry about it. Breeds. The concept of purebred bloodstock and a controlled written breed register has come to be particularly significant and important in modern times. Sometimes purebred horses are incorrectly or inaccurately called thoroughbreds. Thoroughbred is a specific breed of horse, while a purebred is a horse or any I'm definitely purebred, by the way. Don't worry. I'm purebred. With a defined pedigree recognized by a breed registry, horse breeds are groups of horses with distinctive characteristics that are transmitted consistently to their offspring, such as conformation, color, performance, ability, or disposition. These inherited traits result from a combination of natural crosses and artificial selection methods. Horses have been selectively bred through their domestication. And an early example of people who practiced selective horse breeding were the Bedouin, and had a reputation for careful practices, keeping extensive pedigrees of their Arabian horses and placing a great value on the purity of bloodlines. I honestly don't think that bloodline purity is that important among horses. I will not. Was I selectively bred? Well, ask my parents that. These pedigrees were originally transmitted via oral tradition? Wait, what? In the 14th century, Carthusian monks of southern Spain kept meticulous pedigrees of bloodline stock lineages still found today in Andalusian horses. Breeds developed due to a need for a form for function. The necessity to develop certain characteristics in order to perform a particular type of work. Thus, a powerful but refined breed such as the Andalusian horses developed as riding horses with an aptitude for dressage. Heavy draft horses were developed out of a need to perform demanding farm work and pull heavy wagons. Other horse breeds have been developed specifically for light agricultural work, carriage and road work, various sport disciplines, or simply as pets. Some breeds developed through centuries of crossbreeding, while others descended from a single foundation sire, or other limited or restricted foundation bloodstock. One of the earliest formal registries was General Strudbrook for thoroughbreds, which began in 1791 and traced back to the foundation bloodstock for the breed. There are more than 300 horse breeds in the world today. Yes. I realize that now. I'm sorry. My brain is not working right now. Interaction with humans. Worldwide, horses play a role with human culture and have done so for millennia. Horses are used for leisure activities, sports, and working purposes. The Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, estimates that in 2009, there are almost 59 million horses in the world, with 33,500,000 in the Americas, and the rest in places that we just don't care about. There are estimated to be 9,500,000 horses in the United States alone. The American Horse Council estimates that horse-related activities have a direct impact on the economy of the United States of over $39 billion. When indirect spending is considered, the impact is over $102 billion. Wow, pretty fancy, right? In a 2004 poll conducted by Animal Planet, more than 50,000 viewers from 73 different countries voted for horse as the world's fourth favorite animal. I hope that I'm your first favorite animal, though. I'm honestly doing my best right now, I promise. Yes, America does run on horsepower, thank you for noticing. Communication between horse and human is paramount in any equestrian activity. To aid this process, horses are usually ridden with a saddle on their back to assist the rider with balance and positioning, and a bridle or a related horse gear to assist the rider in maintaining control. Sometimes horses are ridden without a saddle, bareback horse riding apparently, and requires occasionally horses are trained to perform without a bridle or any other headgear. Many horses are also driven, which requires a harness, bridle, or some other vehicle. I don't know how that works, really. I don't know how that works. Sport. Historically, equestrians hone their skill through games and races. Equestrian sports provided entertainment for crowds and honed the excellent horsemanship that was needed in battle. Excellent, right? Maybe this is training for you guys to keep in mind. Many sports such as dressage, eventing, and show jumping have origins in military training. That's true, it is part of our regimen, which were often focused on control and balance of both horse and rider. Other sports such as rodeo developed from practical skills, such as those needed on working ranches and stations. Sport hunting from horseback evolved from earlier practical hunting techniques. Horse racing of all types evolved from impromptu competitions between riders or drivers. Basically, one guy walked up, talked shit, said, "My horse is better than yours, fucking square up," and then I guess they just went at it for a little bit. A nice little light race, a little bit of cheating here and there. I'm not racist though, I support horse racing, 100%. All forms of competition require demanding and specialized skill from from both horse and rider, resulted in the systematic development of specialized breeds and equipment for each horse. Each sport. The popularity of equestrian sports through the centuries has resulted in the preservation of skills that would otherwise have disappeared after horses stopped being used in combat. But that's actually not true, because horses are still used in combat in my cavalry. Horses are trained to be ridden or driven in a variety of sporting competition. Examples included show jumping, dressage, 3-day eventing, competition riding, endurance riding. I don't know what the fuck that one is. Rodeos and fox hunting. Horse shows, which have their origins in medieval European fairs, are held all throughout the world. They host a huge range of classes covering all of the mounted and harness disciplines, as well as in-hand classes where the horses are led rather than ridden, to be evaluated on their conformation. The method of judging of the discipline, but winning usually depends on style and ability of both horse and rider. Sports such as polo do not judge the horse itself, but rather use the horse as a partner for human competitors. What? Wait, what? Yes, it's as a necessary part of the game. Although the horse requires specialized training to participate, the details of its performance are not judged, only the result of the rider's action. Basically, the horse is never to blame, the horse is never at fault. No matter what crimes happen on the battlefield, it is never the horse's fault. Be it getting... Okay, although the horse requires specialized training to participate, the details of its performance are not judged. Yep, I already read that part. Be it getting the ball through a goal or some other task. Example of these sports of partnership between human and horse include jousting, in which the main goal is for one rider to unseat the other, and that other thing right there that I cannot pronounce. A team game played throughout Central Asia, the aim being to capture a goat carcass while on horseback. Okay, alright, more you know. Not gonna trample on anyone, not gonna hurt you guys. Trust me, everything is safe here, you guys are fine. Yeah, the whole village is okay. Just ignore the screams. Human and horses working together. What a beautiful time. Horse racing is an equestrian sport and major international industry watched in almost every nation around the world. There are 3 types: flat racing, steeplechasing, i.e. racing over jumps, and harness racing, where horses trot or pace while pulling a driver in a small, light cart known as a sulky. A major part of horse racing's economic importance lies in the gambling associated with it. Who's trying to gamble on me? Let's get some big money. Let's go, guys. Let's go for gold. Let's go. Let's make some money together. Big horse racing moment. A certain Japanese mobile game got you into horse racing? Wow, that's crazy. I've never heard of anything like that before. I don't know anything about that at all. Nope, does not sound the least bit familiar. Oh yeah, jousting is pretty badass, pretty base, pretty cool. Pretty nice. Quite cool. Let's see. Yeah, $3 is enough to gamble, don't you worry. Work. Certain types of jobs. Horses do very well, including military service, as you can see. And no technology has yet been developed to fully replace them, because you can never replace me, no matter how much you may try. There's just not enough horsepower in the world to replace horses, quite frankly. For example, mounted police officers on horses, biggest assholes in the world most likely, are still effective for certain types of patrol duties and crowd control, because nobody wants to fuck with a man on a horse apparently. Good to know, right? cattle ranches still require riders on horseback to round up cattle that are scattered across remote, rugged terrain. Search and rescue missions, organizations rather, in some countries depend upon mounted teams to locate people, particularly hikers, who forgot their horses, and children, to provide disaster relief assistance. Horses can also be used in areas where it is necessary to avoid vehicular disruption to delicate soil such as nature reserves. They may also be used... They may also be the only form of transport allowed in wilderness areas. Horses are quieter than motorized vehicles. Wow, who would have fucking thought, right? Right? Yeah. Law enforcement officers such as park rangers or game wardens may use horses for patrol, and that's kind of redundant. And horses or mules may also be used for clearing trails or other work areas and of rough terrain where vehicles are less effective. Although machinery has replaced horses in many parts of the world. An estimated 100 million horses, donkeys, and mules are still used for agriculture and transportation in less developed areas. This includes 27 million working animals in Africa alone. Some land management practices, such as cultivating and logging, can be effectively performed with horses. In agriculture, less fossil fuel is used and increased environmental conservation occurs over time with the use of draft animals, such as horses. Wow. Yes, also horses are much better than vehicles. I don't think I can ever retire for farm work. I mean, I'm already 121, and I don't need a rider. I already told you this. I'm a free spirit. I'm a free horse, you know? I go where I go. I go with the wind. I gotta take care of you guys. I don't got time for a rider in my life. Logging with horses can result in reduced damage to soil structures and less damage to trees due to more selective logging. Yeah, man. Horse on a log? Sounds pretty cool. I don't know how horses and logs interact naturally. Yeah, a horse can take you home if you're drunk. Pretty reliable, honestly. Many a person has been taken home in such a way. Cause like, if your buddy is out there dying of alcohol poisoning on the ground, I mean, horses can't drink anyway, right? Cause, you know, dangerous. Yeah. I promise I've never gotten drunk before. No, never. Can't prove it. Warfare. Oh, this is my favorite part, now that we're here. Horses have been used in warfare for most of recorded history. The first archaeological evidence of horses used in warfare dates to between 4000 and 3000 BC, and the use of horses in warfare has been widespread by the end of the Bronze Age. Although mechanization has largely replaced the horse as a weapon of war, horses are still seen today in limited military use. That's not true. There's horses everywhere. Horses in your heart. Horses on the battlefield. All out here. It's not gonna show my war crimes, Lenny. Also, yes, horses can drink water. I just refuse to. And I refuse to drink alcohol, too. Wait, where was I? Horses have been used in the 21st century by the Janjaweed militas in the War of Darfur. What do I drink? I drink... I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Maybe oat milk or something. Yeah, maybe oat milk. I don't know why the military, the combat section was so short there. There's a lot more to horse warfare. I guess I'll teach you guys that myself later. Ceremonial purposes? I don't drink White Claws. Hold up. That's offensive. That's straight up offensive. Although I guess they're not that bad, I don't know. Entertainment and culture. Modern horses are often used to reenact many of their historical work purposes. Horses are used complete with equipment that is authentic or meticulously created replica in various live-action historical reenactments. Fucking nerds. Of specific periods of history, especially recreations of famous battles. Like that one with the horse, you know, that one fucking battle with the horse. Yeah, horses are important in battle. Keep that in mind, kids. Keep that in mind. Horses are also used to preserve cultural traditions and for ceremonial purposes. Countries such as the United Kingdom still use horse-drawn carriages, to convey royalty and other VIPs to and from certain culturally significant events. Public exhibitions are another such example, such as the Budweiser Clydesdales seen in parades and the other public settings. A team of draft horses that pull a beer wagon similar to that before the invention of the modern motorized truck. What the fuck? Also, thank you. I will have a good stream. I'm doing my best. Damn, y'all know, y'all got your horse knowledge together. Oh, wait. Okay, breathing. Yes, better. Horses are frequently used in television, films, and literature. They're sometimes featured as a major character in films about particular animals. They're also used as visual elements that assure the accuracy of historical stories. Both live horses and iconic images of horses are used in advertising to promote a variety of products. The horses frequently appear in coats of arms and heraldry in a variety of poses and equipment. The mythologies of many cultures, including Greco-Roman, Hindu, Islamic, and Norse, include references to both normal horses and those with wings. I do not have wings. I am a normal ground horse. Did you ever know any winged hussar? Not personally, no. Not personally. Horses. Okay, and multiple myths also call upon the horse to draw the chariots of the moon and sun. The horse also appears in the 12-year cycle of animals in the Chinese zodiac, related to the Chinese calendar. Horses serve as the inspiration for many modern automobile names and logos. Get a load of that, guys. It turns out that horses and cars have a lot in common, but horses are more important than cars because they're naming cars after horses. You know, because they have horsepower. But look at all these cars. Look how important it is. It's beautiful. All of this right here, this is on the test as well. Just proving supremacy of my people. I would read all of them, but you know, you guys get the point. There's a lot of horses and a lot of cars. Therapeutic uses, like right now. Right now is a therapeutic use of a horse. Yes, please name your car after a horse, please. In my honor. I don't need wings. I'm already feeling pretty light and happy right now. People of all ages with physical and mental disabilities often obtain beneficial results from an association with horses. Therapeutic riding is used to mentally and physically stimulate disabled persons and help them improve their lives through improved balance and coordination, increased self-confidence, and a greater feeling of freedom and independence. How lovely. The benefits of equestrian activity for people with disabilities has also been recognized with the addition of equestrian events, the Paralympic Games, and recognition of para-equestrian events by the International Federation for Equestrian Sports. Hippotherapy and therapeutic horseback riding are names for different physical, occupational, and speech therapy treatment strategies that utilize equine movement. In hippotherapy, a therapist uses the horse's movement to improve their patient's cognitive coordination, balance, and fine motor skills, whereas therapeutic horseback riding uses specific riding skills. I don't need a Red Bull. I'm good. No worries. Horses don't drive cars. Definition of logos. I don't know, something happy perhaps. Yes, if you name your horse Ferrari, it does get a little bit faster. It is not past your bedtime? It's not. No, I can go on longer. We're almost done, I think. Yes, I'm still going. Horses also provide psychological benefits to people, whether or not they actually ride. Equine assistant or equine facilitated therapy is a form of experimental psychotherapy that uses horses as companion animals to assist people with mental illness, including anxiety disorders, psychotic disorders, mood disorders, behavioral difficulties, and those who are going through major life changes. Basically, if you get divorced, you have a horse here to help you. I got you. Not that I've ever seen anyone in the military or anywhere else get divorced. That's pretty uncommon, actually. That's unusual. There are also experimental programs using horses in prison settings. Wow, alright. Exposure to horses appears to improve the behavior of inmates and help reduce recidivism when they leave. Okay. Yeah, basically if you're exposed to a horse in jail, you're not going to repeat your crimes. Makes sense to me. Products. Okay. I'm already afraid because I already know where this one's gonna go. Horses are raw material for many products made by humans throughout history, including byproducts from the slaughter of horses, as well as materials collected from living horses. Products collected from living horses include mare's milk, used by people, large horse herds, such as the Mongols who let it ferment to produce horse blood was used once as food by the Mongols and other nomadic tribes. No horse milk, guys! No horse milk in America! Drinking their own horse's blood allowed the Mongols to ride for extended periods of time without needing to stop and eat. The drug Premarin is a mixture of estrogens extracted from the urine of pregnant mares, and was previously widely used as a drug for hormone replacement therapy. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. The tail... tail... Oh my god. Oh my god. The tail hair of horses can be used making bows for string instruments such as the violin, viola, cello, and double bass. Sorry. Yeah, apparently horse estrogen is a thing. The horse hormone replacement. Classical music is great for horses, so it's good that they're contributing to it in a way. Horse meat has been used as food for humans and carnivorous animals throughout the ages. Approximately 5 million horses are slaughtered each minute. Wait, what? Why? 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 For meat worldwide. Yes, I can help you make a violin. No, I'm not gonna talk about mare milk more. We're gonna gloss over that. I don't have any good horse meat. My horse meat would be very tough. Because I'm always working out. It is eaten in many parts of the world, though consumption is taboo in some cultures, and a subject of political controversy in others. Horsehide leather has been used for boots, gloves, jackets, baseballs, and baseball gloves. Horse hooves can be used to produce animal glue. Hey, we all know that one, right? Please stop threatening to send me to the glue factory. I am very much capable of fighting still. We don't eat horse meat here, though. Not in the Americas. Also, no horse milk. No fucking horse milk. I didn't even know that was a thing, honestly. I don't want to think it's a thing, but it is a thing. Horse bones can be used to make implements. Specifically in Italian cuisine, the horse tibia is sharpened in a probe called the spinto, which is used to test the readiness of a pig/ham. Yeah, pig ham, as it cures. In Asia, the sapa is a horsehide vessel used in the production of kumis. Also, yes, please do not consume horse meat. Please, if you care about me. You guys are on my side. Do not eat horses. Horses are grazing animals, and their major source of nutrients is a good quality forage from hay or pasture. They can consume approximately 2% to 2.5% of their body weight in dry feed each day. Therefore, a 450 kilogram adult horse could eat up to 11 kilograms of food. Sometimes concentrated food, such as grains, is a good it's fed addition to pasture or hay, especially when the animal is very active. Like us. Yes, we're all very active around here. When grain is fed, equine nutritionists recommend that 50% or more of the animal's diet by weight should still be forage. Yes, horses very well be in jello. I feel like I've heard about that before. Horse jelly, you know? Horse jelly. Very nice and jiggly. Very nice and springy texture. Horses require a plentiful supply of clean water. Not me right now, apparently. A minimum of 10 US gallons to 12 US gallons per day. Although horses are adapted to live outside, they require shelter from the wind and precipitation, which can range from a simple shed to an elaborate stable, like the one you guys see in here right now. This is our stable. Also equipped for training, by the way. Holy shit, we're actually at the end. Holy shit, holy shit. Okay, I'm getting a little too excited. Horses require routine hoof care from the farrier, as well as vaccinations to protect against various diseases and dental examinations from a veterinarian or specialized equine dentist. If horses are kept inside a barn, they require regular daily exercise for their physical health and mental well-being. When turned outside, they require well-maintained sturdy fences to be contained, safely, of course. Regular grooming is also helpful to help the horse maintain good health of the hair coat and underlying skin. There's a lot of citations here, but you know, just holy shit, that's a lot of citations. Holy shit, that's a lot of. Okay, 245 citations. Oh man, that was fucking tiring. Alright, I can't believe I did that without water. Let's go back to the chatting screen. Let's run away. Run back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How are you guys doing after that? I think my life just flashed before my eyes, quite frankly. Yes, horseplay can be resumed. Did you guys take notes for that? Do you feel like you learned anything about horses today? I feel like I learned way more than I meant to. Not that I don't love learning more about horses. Fighting sleep? Aw, thank you for staying up for me. I will be sure to test you all very thoroughly. It's not that I struggle to read, it's more so I was trying to read quickly because I didn't know how fast, or rather how long it would take, and also I'm not drinking water, so my voice is very fucking hoarse by this point. Yeah, it's, not a good feeling. Not a good feeling, but I'll do it. I'll be fine. I'm built for this, I can handle it. Yeah, it was longer than an hour. You guys want to be tested? Oh, I can test you, but I can't promise that you can handle it. My tests are very rigorous. I'm gonna have you, jump over a bundle of hay and grab another bundle of hay and then throw it over another. Oh god, I can't think straight right now. I will be led to the stream. Yes, I need to drink water after this. What questions do you guys have from the material aside from numerous things about horse milk? I'm curious. Like, do you think you learned anything, or are there still things about horses that you're curious about? What'd it be? What'd it be? What kind of music do I like? You know, patriotic music. Inspirational music. Music that gets you hyped to lift very heavy objects, perhaps more than you should be carrying. Famous horse feature. I don't know anything about this New York Times article. Which came first, the horse or the egg? Probably the horse egg, if we're being honest. I don't know anyone with hands and horses. Nightmares over this material? Well, it is nighttime after all. I'm not that surprised. Nah, I'm very much appreciative you guys showing up here though. I appreciate it. It's, next stream should be a little bit more chill because I'm not gonna be reading until I feel like everything in life is slipping away from me faster than I can keep up. Horse gaming is soon, actually. Horse gaming is this Saturday. Yeah, I'm happy to stream for you guys. Happy to be here. Sorry for freaking out a bit. I'm working on being calmer still. I feel calm now, not solely from exhaustion. Horse gaming, what game? Oh, my stream schedule is, it's on Twitter and also in my community page. I'll always post both of them there every week. I do like horseradishes, yes. I'm glad that you all learned something from this. In my chest pouches, what do I carry from battle? For battle? You would think ammo, but honestly, most likely baby carrots. I am actually speaking very softly right now, I'm aware of that. It's because I can barely talk right now. But yes, good times. Well, I think that'll be all for tonight. I'm pretty drained. Thank you guys for coming, though. Yeah, that's all I got. I would put up my ending screen, but I think I broke that shit, and I forgot to test it earlier. What patch do I keep? My Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Oh. No, they're stored in the back. Yes, we do love our baby carrots out here. Thank you for showing up, everyone. I do hope you have a nice night now. And thank you for staying up for me if you did that. I appreciate that just as well. Right off into the sunset, be free. It's a nice night. We had a nice time. Yeah, I'll go get some rest. Bye bye, everybody. Thanks to another good stream with you guys. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Thank you for putting